we go again. Righto. So, Unveils. Inauguration Day.
The Inauguration Pavilion.
That's it?
I think that's called.
And what we've got is cars that supposedly no one's seen before, or not finished, or something.
Maybe some teaser photos, things like that.
Yep. And we're going to run through a couple of these I've heard about, haven't seen. Hot Rod.
Wild Violet.
1930 Model A.
The engine's nearly taller than the roof.
And what is it? Have we worked out what it is? Looks like a Chev.
It does look a bit that way,
Looks like a small block Chev. I think it's a twist on the Ford Wild Violet. And then we've got a lot of leather. I'm going to go up here. I'm not going to go over that paintwork. I'm going to try and get a shot inside. That's a cool bit of work, isn't it? Oh,
yeah,
there's the roof, Dale.
That is the roof, yeah.
There's the roof there.
I knew you could get vinyl roofs, just not vinyl removable roofs.
Now, this one here, so this I believe is from the Hillier brothers.
Okay.
I'd run into them today, which was nice.
Yes.
The old tradition was, summer nights on the Saturday, we used to sit outside Building B and have a few ales.
A few sherbets.
And I said to the boys, we need to do that again.
Yeah.
Because it was always a good catch-up. That's back when they did the gold XP.
Yes.
So Hillier by design, they're up the coast. They do, they build hearse, mainly Mercedes.
Yep.
So that might have a little bit to do with the fact that we're looking at a magnificent Merc.
Lady Lois.
And these guys, very innovative people. They built the two-door Falcon.
Yes.
A long time ago that you would not have picked, wasn't factory. So there's no signage, we've got no help. We have, oh yes there is, here it is. It's a 1962 Mercedes.
190 SL.
Supercharged 3.2 litre, 5-speed auto, and the interior is by Pat's Pro Resto. That name keeps bobbing up, doesn't it?
It does.
And a set of forged wheels.
But it's grafted over a 2004 SLK Mercedes.
Righto.
So there's a lot going on there.
Well done, boys. Now, ESP.
You got a soft spot for ESPs, haven't you, Howard?
Well, my brother had one. He used to tow his boat with a white one. But I mean, when Ford got rid of the V8, this was the last one.
Yes.
And then it was 10 years before they brought another one out. So that's probably part of the reason.
Yep.
And you'll see in one of the other videos we talked to Adam Rogash from MPW. Does that sound right?
It sounds about right.
In Melbourne. And this is another one of their builds. So no doubt it makes 2,000 horsepower and goes really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see the big gun shifter in there, and roll cage. Set of earbuds on there. We probably shouldn't do that, Dale, but
look, it's a bit of fun.
MPW.
So you got it right the first time.
So there you go. Stunning vehicle.
Kept with that factory theme, with that colour scheme.
The only thing I would say
style.
is it would be nice if they didn't have to go through the hood, but that probably meant they'd lose 1,000 horsepower. So. There's no sign to tell us what that is. It looks like a Windsor or a Clevo with a lot of pressure going in.
Two big snails.
Now I think he said this is one of theirs too, Dale. No, it's a ProFlow. Man, there's some billet in there.
There's some bling under that bonnet.
Hey, look at that. That is monstrous. Look at all that bright work, Dale. That's magnificent.
A 370 cube Windsor Dart with an 871 blower.
So Windsor as in the early Fords, Dart as in late aftermarket block.
Right. Okay. So you got to educate, me as a Holden
That's
man.
it, mate. And speaking of which, Muscle car restorations.
A Calais.
What's that number plate, Dale?
Lavendi. We'll go with Lavendi.
I'm glad I've been in the gym, Dale, because this bloody camera's getting heavy.
It's had a good workout.
Those momos are a classic look, weren't they?
They sure are.
I'm going to have one of them on, not that one, but a momo, I reckon, on the panel van. Seeing I had one back in the day. How's that saying go? Green.
Green is nice.
Green's nice. Big block.
See, proof that you don't need to have a two-door to make it look good.
582 cubes, nitrous big block. Turbo 400, 35 spline 9-inch. There we go.
All the fruit, as you say.
Yeah. Check out the exhaust outlet on that one. The jag rear end. Very traditional hot rod. What have we got at the front? Side valve.
Oh.
Wow, with an adapted fuel injected setup on it by the look of it. We might have to have a read. A Ford 8BA flathead stroke to 255 cubes with a Mercury crank with a billet throttle bodies, fuel injection, Wolf engine management computer, high-rise manifold and serpentine system by March through a 5-speed manual.
Yeah, a Tremec. Yeah.
Very cool. Ooh, how'd you like to block that roof out there? That'd be fun.
Mate, that's they've done a good job there because it looks great.
Now, Ronnie Barclay.
Now, we saw this partially completed last year.
It was.
On the PPG stand.
Exactly right. And he's entered it in Elite this year, so that probably qualify for next year. And in typical Ronnie Barclay fashion, pinched an award from all the other superstars, including ourselves, and won Best Paint. So I'll be interested to have a close look at that tomorrow. So well done to Ed Miller, gold medal in paint in Elite. Now, Grumpy hot rod. There's a bit of sidewall on that tyre, Dale.
There's a bit of height there. Yeah, high vis shows up really well on the black panel. It's like a mirror.
The high vis, yeah. We put our high vis on at closing time, so hopefully we don't get booted out, so that we can bring you some decent footage of these cars.
So blown big block. Turbo 400. 9-inch 35 spline Strange.
Righto, so last year's winner. So the rules with Grandmaster is that once you win Grandmaster, you're not eligible to come back and compete again. So these guys have been thoughtful enough to bring it back to show everybody because there was so much talk about it, I guess. So it's here on display. So I filmed this here last year and I filmed it at Summer Nats, so I'm not going to get too carried away with. I think it's had a fair bit of coverage, but it's nice to see that they've taken the effort to bring it down and put it back on show. Now, this is the other one from MPW. Told me there was a Mustang in here as well.
Right.
Red.
Red, it's definitely red.
I like a red Mustang, though.
Yes, you're a bit partial to the red ones.
That's an interesting nose. Not knowing your Mustang, that's very custom, that below the grille setup.
I'm going to say something, like it looks almost Camaro-ish on the bottom half. Let's just to see if the audience paying attention.
GT350 with a nice whipple on it. Where's our sign so we can get up to date? It's a nice wheel. Don't mind that.
So it's a 363 Ford racing engine with 812 plus horsepower, Harrop supercharger, Tremec 6-speed transmission, 4-link rear, Ford Racing red. It's definitely red.
Look at the little rear wing there, Dale.
The little winglets almost, yes.
No, that's pretty
That's
cool.
clever.
I wonder that's out of their CNC or their printer or whatever.
Yeah, a lot of custom billet components there from the Ring brothers. Very tidy.
Righto, so we'll go over here. There's a few people hanging about, but we'll try and get this. So, bare metal. So this is the Laurie Starling Award winner for this year. And that's all about creativity and design and fabrication, and it looks like there's plenty of that going on this one. How you going, boys? It's all right, we don't over-edit, we just talk to people while we're going.
Keep it real.
Keep it real. Man, there's some pumps on there. Crikey.
That's huge.
I got an idea, let's buy some really big turbos.
Yeah. Do they make them much bigger? I don't know.
I wonder what they're going to do with the bonnet on that. It looks to be quite a long way above the guards, doesn't it?
Mm.
And then this must be out of the same stable. You almost start to wonder where it's all going to end, Dale Walton, don't you?
You certainly do. The bar is getting higher and higher in creativity and execution.
Look at that. Wowzers. Lovell's GVM Upgrades offer one of the best suspension upgrade solutions for serious load carrying, towing and off-road adventures. Find the nearest Lovell store to you at lovellsauto.com.au. The people that know me know I like something a bit different and unique. Check out the push bike. So this stand's promoting the tables and stuff from a Wollongong company actually, that we're just talking about.
Yeah, Lucing Engineering.
And I said, that's pretty cool, and Dale said, that's a push bike, and I went, and it is too.
That's a fat boy with a difference, Howard.
If you talk about creativity and design and all those things, that's pretty special. Righto, so a couple of motorbikes. Looks like they got the whole judging team down there again. We're just going to try and grab the head judge in a minute and have a bit of a yak to him. It's a nice chopper. Now this one grabs my fancy a bit, Dale.
Yeah, there's a bit going on here that's a little different.
Look at the welds and all on that. It's really cool. Nice use of the mats and the Cerakote.
Yep. I like the induction.
Yep.
The trumpets and the...
A 1983 Honda CB 1100F. That's very cool. Look at that.
That's
Mounting.
very well done.
Yeah, it's beautiful,
Yep.
isn't it?
The screws flush in the bracket.
I love it. I could be on that for a few minutes, but I haven't got time, so I'm just going to finish off with that. Go over here. '69 RT Hemi Coronet.
Coronet, yes. A twin turbo, 2,000 horsepower, 572 cubic inch all alloy Hemi.
Must be the new benchmark, though.
Must
It used
be.
to be 1,000.
It used to be 1,000, now it's 2.
Yep. Might just get a bit on the trim. Southern Rod and Custom.
Yep.
They've been cranking out some work.
Note the fluted gauge there, Howard. It's get a bit of heat out of the engine bay.
Been cranking out some quality work for many, many years.
Yep.
Remember Appleby's BMW Ute?
Yes.
Being a golfer, I thought you'd know that one.
Yes.
Well, that
First
was
of its kind.
That was out of there some many years ago.
The Grinch.
So when this was unveiled and we forgot to turn the microphones on,
Yeah, that was my
he
bad.
was making quite a lot of comment about the fact that it's not bagged, it's sitting on a full custom chassis, and that is the ride height, and it doesn't need to come up to drive it. That's the driving height.
And full steering lock too, Howard.
And full steering lock, he says.
Yep.
I'm not sure how that works in there, but obviously that's what he said.
So built as a driver.
Will be driven.
Yep.
It will be driven. Righto. Little Terry Tirana. I'll go this side because the doors are shut, the other side are ajar.
Beautiful colour. It's like that
It is
wine,
nice, isn't it?
red wine colour.
An LX SLR. F100.
Hold that camera steady, Howard. I know you get
Oh,
excited.
no, it's like I'm running out of arm, Dale. It's been a long day.
Supercharged Coyote motor under the bonnet of that, Howard.
Yeah, we might have to sneak back. So these guys are Shoalhaven
Okay.
Viking hot rods. And I videoed a really cool chassis they had up at the hot rod show last year.
Right.
And they build drivers as well. Everyone's building drivers nowadays, I think. It's no good. That's not a comment anymore, is it?
No.
Now this is an unusual colour.
It is.
I've got to think of the name of it. It'll be on this board down there, Dale. We might have a look at that, but it's probably a one of 3 or 4. And I have no doubt the car's a one of 1, because all of this one of 1 caper is when the Ford send you the letter, they say there was 3,000 of this and some 2,000 of that, and then as you work down with the different options, when you get to the bottom, if there was no other car built with the same options that you have, it becomes a one of 1.
Yes.
So like my panel van's a one of 1 because it's a little bit unusual because it's an out backpack, a 302 with 4-wheel disc brake, aircon power,
Yes.
but then he might have ordered the double overhead handlebars or something.
Yes.
And
Yep.
then it says it's a one of 1.
Yeah.
So whilst it's a cool thing, it's not necessarily a rare thing.
So it's called Tropic Gold Metallic.
Oh no, it's not the one I was thinking of then. So Tropic Gold is not common but not rare, if
No.
that makes any sense.
Would lock you in.
It'll tell you on one of the signs here how many they made probably, but we won't necessarily delve into that at the moment. So this is out of Pat's again, I think, Pat's Restos, by memory. It was an unveil this morning. We've had a couple of back-to-back big days. We're running out of puff. One of the first 54 XB coupes built. Sold new from Doug Green Ford in Cairns.
Yeah.
There you go. Another beautiful
It
car.
migrated.
Now there's a bit of in-depth stuff going on over here, Dale. We've got a little judges meeting happening. More turbos,
Yeah. More cubes,
more cubes.
more horsepower.
Righto, 540 big block dart.
Whew. Turbo 400, strange 9-inch full floating true track rear. It's a lot of car.
Now we're talking, Dale.
This is more up your alley.
Right? Now we're talking. So, Cam Waters has been planning this build. I was talking to his dad today, so this has been going on about 6 years. They bought a car someone else had started and pretty much scrapped everything.
Yep.
And I spoke to Cam, I reckon 3 years ago. They ran me to see if I'd do the body on it. And I went, well, you know how much I'd love to do that?
Yes.
But I was in the middle of something. And we had that short discussion and they went off and then obviously found Rides by Cam up in Brisbane. And then I spoke to it's got a Ram, like a supercar engine with a Ram, cross-flow Ram and all on it.
Yep.
And I was fortunate enough to talk to the engine builder today, and I'm going to try and catch up with him and go over this car with him and get him to explain, because it's got a very unique computer system in it and also all the wiring, and it's like a CAN bus style.
Yeah, it's got electric steering and a few other really,
very novel,
technically innovative things in a vehicle like this.
So it's interesting for me, at least, is that they've flushed the glass,
Yes.
taken the drip gutters off,
Yep.
changed the door handles,
Changed
the body lines,
body lines. Yep.
dropped it on its you know what, and then sharpened up. All these lines are all very sharp compared to,
Yep.
say, Boss
Really
XC.
accentuating the shape.
Yeah, and then added that front spoiler. So it's a bit hard with the light in here. I don't know how that'll come up,
Yep. It's a very dark colour, but
but a stunning car.
it's very stunning.
So we've got 3 to go, Dale.
A lovely little LC.
It is. Now, not sure what the go was with this. This was an Unveil, thanks to Adelaide Custom Paint and Body. So it didn't have the covers on it for the Unveil. I'm not sure exactly what the go was. And the Carafano boys again that I spoke about with the 57 in the Street Elite.
Yep.
So they've been busy.
They have been.
And once again, I've been around that long. I managed to work with them on the Pioneer Coupe when I was a Broken Hill boy, and they were in Adelaide. That worked for us.
It was nice and handy.
Nice car. Now, I don't know the history on this car, but it's a comeback.
Okay.
Been around for a long, long time.
Okay.
And it's been featured by Street Machine magazine, that the comeback was on and all that sort of stuff, and man, it's blinging.
There's more chrome on this.
Look at the chrome under there.
Yeah, look at the undercarriage. Wow.
Right, that's a happening thing.
I'm glad I wasn't cleaning it.
Yeah, don't ring us.
We're busy.
Awesome. There we go.
Even the radiator fans.
We talked
chrome.
about Mr. Gloss yesterday. We
Yeah.
called this one Mr. Bling.
Yeah. You might have lost your title, Howard.
Yeah.
The King of Bling.
Now here's the one, Dale. This is the colour one coming up.
Okay.
So we've got an XY. So this is the last one for this haul. And it is Royal Umber.
Royal Umber.
So the old gold chocolate. So XY and then XA and some XB, there was a huge amount of corporate colours.
Right, okay.
So you could go to your Ford dealer and say, I'd like 3 cars painted in the old gold chocolate royal umber colour, please. And they would oblige. It's a very unusual colour.
Yes, it's got the white trim with the Hawaiian inserts.
Oh, it's got the
Hawaiian inserts.
Yeah, I've got to think of it. Does it say that on the sign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right up Blackman's alley.
Darren would love that.
Blackman loves all that stuff.
You know, Darren, that I had to read the board. I wouldn't have known that. You might have.
He would have.
He would have.
Well, there you go.
There's one of them Aquatread tyres.
I've never seen a royal umber.
As much as the car.
Mark that one off the box, Dale.
Yep.
It's got all that GT stuff done. So we probably could have left the high vis off. No one came to boot us out. And if I do, oh no, I can't. I'm going to turn the camera around, but I'm not going to now. I can't do it. So that's another haul done. I'm glad we got that done early. We might get dinner before 9 o'clock tonight, though.
That'd be something different, wouldn't it?